Ancient shipwreck emerges on Hoi An Beach after typhoon. Number 13. The mystery of the vanished ship of 1905. The storm that brought secrets from the sea. In early November 2025, Typhoon No. 13 slammed into central Vietnam. Hoi An, the peaceful UNESCO World Heritage town, was battered by waves over 5 meters high and winds reaching force 12. When the storm passed, locals focused on repairing their homes and clearing sand-filled streets. But then something extraordinary happened. The next morning, as the tide receded, a massive dark object appeared on An Beach, decayed wooden beams encrusted with barnacles and coral. At first glance, villagers thought it was debris from a broken fishing vessel washed ashore by the storm. However, when they began to dig around it, they uncovered a large wooden bow made of ironwood, more than 3 meters long. As more sand was cleared, the shape of an ancient ship slowly revealed itself, as if it had just been lifted from the depths after more than a century of silence. News spread rapidly through Hoi An. Elderly locals recalled an old legend. Over 100 years ago, a foreign ship drifted ashore here and disappeared. Since then, the shoreline has kept receding further out. That old tale, once dismissed as folklore, now seemed chillingly real. Traces of a lost vessel. Archaeologists arrived within hours. Their preliminary measurements revealed that the ship was about 24 meters long and over 6 meters wide, far larger than any traditional Vietnamese fishing boat. The wooden planks were crafted from ironwood and teak, rare materials commonly used in European long-distance vessels of the late 19th century. Most intriguing was a corroded bronze nameplate at the bow, faintly engraved with the letters SA, leading experts to suspect the ship might be the Sainte Amélie, a French merchant vessel that vanished off the coast of Quang Nam in 1905. Historical records from French Indochina describe the Sainte Amélie leaving Saigon in late October 1905, bound for Haiphong. It carried ceramics, copper, and dried tea, all valuable goods of the time. But when passing near Hoi An, it disappeared completely. No distress call, no wreckage, no survivors. If the bronze plate truly belongs to the Sainte Amélie, then Hoi An may have just witnessed one of Vietnam's most significant maritime archaeological discoveries of the 21st century. Strange clues buried in the sand. Within days, excavation revealed astonishing artifacts inside the ship's midsection. Fragments of blue and white porcelain traced back to Guangdong, China. A bronze compass nearly intact, its needle still faintly moving. And most remarkably, a sealed oak chest weighing nearly 40 kilograms, covered in salt and sand. When opened, inside lay a French logbook, yellowed with age. The final entry read, November 7th, 1905. The storm never seems to end. A chilling coincidence. The ship was found on November 7th, 2025, exactly 120 years to the day after that final entry. Coincidence, or fate's eerie cycle. How did the ship resurface? Experts from the Vietnam Institute of Geology and Oceanography analyzed the phenomenon. Typhoon No. 13 had produced unusually powerful wave pressure that eroded deep layers of sand beneath the seabed. The long-buried wreck was dislodged and lifted as the storm surge receded. One scientist remarked, "It's a 1 in a million event. The wave direction, erosion timing, and seabed structure all had to align perfectly for a century-old ship to emerge intact." But local fishermen tell a different story. Mr. Lam, the first to spot the wreck, said, "The night before the storm ended, I saw a faint light offshore, like a ship's lantern, but no engine sound. I almost rowed out, but the wind was too strong. The next morning, this ship appeared exactly where I saw the light." That story sent chills through everyone who heard it. Had the lost souls of the Sainte Amélie guided their vessel home after 120 years adrift? Hoi An, the crossroads of ancient ships, the crossroads of From the 16th to 18th centuries, Hoi An was among Southeast Asia's busiest ports, welcoming merchants from Japan, China, Portugal, France, and the Netherlands. The nearby seas became a graveyard of ships, victims of storms, pirates, and time itself. Previous discoveries near Kulao Cham and Dui Shuyen unearthed wrecks of Japanese and Chinese origin, but mostly fragmented and decayed. The Saint Amélie, however, was preserved remarkably well, likely thanks to being sealed under oxygen-poor sand for over a century. If confirmed to be that ship, it would not only mark a priceless archaeological treasure, but also stand as a witness to early 20th century global trade, when Hoi An still bridged east and west. Unexplained phenomena. During excavation, researchers encountered puzzling anomalies. Magnetic sensors malfunctioned near the wreck. Drone cameras repeatedly lost signal when flying close to the ship's midsection. One engineer reported, "The drones worked fine at a distance, but the moment they descended near the center of the hull, total signal loss, and the drone would drop. We checked every technical factor. Nothing explained it." Some locals believed it was the spirits of the sailors still lingering. Each night they brought incense to the shore, praying for the souls to rest in peace. Scientists, however, suggest natural causes, perhaps metallic interference or oxidized minerals reacting after long burial. Still, even skeptics admit that the wreck exudes a haunting magnetic presence impossible to ignore. From sand to museum. Authorities quickly cordoned off the entire An Beach area for preservation. Experts are now preparing to transfer the ship to the Sa Huyn Culture Museum in Hoi An for restoration and exhibition. Every artifact, from wooden beams to the compass and logbook, is being meticulously preserved. International institutions from France and Japan have already reached out to collaborate, believing this discovery could reshape our understanding of ancient trade routes across the South China Sea. Hoi An, already rich in heritage, now opens a new chapter, one where the sea itself has written history back onto its shores. "The past never truly disappears," said a local historian. "It only sleeps, waiting for the right storm to wake it." When the sea speaks. If this truly is the Saint Amélie, then the ship and its crew, long lost to history, have finally been found. The sea, vast and unknowable, had hidden them for over a century. But perhaps the ocean remembers, and in its mysterious rhythm, decided to return what it once took. Standing on the sands of Hoi An, looking at the silent hull glistening under the morning sun, one can almost feel the whispers of time rising with the tide. For some, it's just a shipwreck. For others, it's a message from the deep. The sea forgets nothing.